In today's video, I'm going to show you around Lagos. And most things have opened back up again. This is to show you if you're going to come to the Algarve or Lagos, or some people are coming, like Andy Ryan's are coming in October to train. And generally, just to give you a look at what's happening, the lie of the land, so on and so forth, because you can get into your little bubble in your own little spot. Like Dublin, you're still limited to where you can go and leave the house and stuff. Here, everything is open. Beaches are open. Restaurants are open partially, 50% occupancy. You have to wear a mask going in, then you can take off your mask and your server will serve you with a mask. Supermarkets are open, haven't closed. You can only go into a supermarket or any shop wearing a mask. Now, in Intermarché, you can go in wearing a mask, go to the cafe, get your coffee, take off your mask and have your coffee. Makes no sense, right? Bars will not open until next year. This town runs on a few different things. Supermarkets always make money. Then you have hostels always make money. They're closed. The hostels serve the restaurants and the bars. The bars are closed, the restaurants are open 50%. All the shops are open, but there is no tourists. So how is any shop going to stay open when the people in the town make the money off the tourists? The people in the town aren't going to go into the shop to buy stuff. It's the tourist that comes into the town, and you just get this kind of momentum. So how long the shops will stay open, I don't know. It's a long winter here. When I got here first, they would only be a 6-week season, like last 2 weeks in July, 4 weeks in August, and that was it. But then the season started getting longer and longer and longer. I suppose people got used to it, didn't they? Kind of reminds me of Jaws. You know in Jaws when the shark eats the woman, and the town is a seaside town, and they really want to open because they want to make money. But they don't want to tell anyone a big shark just ate some girl. And day one, everyone's there, everyone's having a great time, but everyone's on full alert that knows what's going on. The shark comes in and eats some boy. It feels a little bit like that. People are going around the town wearing masks. There was 2 cases in Lagos. They're better. And I think everybody forgot that it's summer. It was 40-something degrees the other day. It's not flu season. That's in the winter. So I'll show you the extraordinary madness of what we've accustomed ourselves to and what we put up with in order to go about our daily lives. So that's going to be me video today. It's just going to be an observation of Lagos in the end of May. Summer is on, everything's open, but nobody's here. This is fucking ridiculous. But it's matching, so it makes it less ridiculous. Right, so the trick is you buy a coffee and then you become immune to COVID. So, unfortunately, the immunity only lasts until the coffee is finished. And then you're back into being super vulnerable. Bollocks. Can't even get this on, I'm going to get thrown out. Stay safe.
It must be nice to disappear, to have a vanishing act, to always be looking forward and never looking back. How nice it is to disappear, float into a mist with a young lady on your arm, looking for a kiss. It might be nice to disappear, to have a vanishing act, to always be looking forward, never look over your back. It must be nice to disappear, float into a mist with a young lady on your arm, looking for a kiss. It must be nice to disappear, to have a vanishing act, to always be moving forward and never looking back. How nice it is to disappear, float into a mist with a young lady on your arm, looking for a kiss. Looking for a kiss.
I hope we're not too echoey. I'll stick my phone on silento. It's on. Mini Sagres, 200 mils, guilt free. Comes with this little ready to go ring pull. Look at that, genius. Sláinte. Fancy with the lights tonight. If it's a bit echoey, I'm in the lifting room. So here I've got this parabolic thing with a grid, and then behind me I have another light that's red. And the reason why, you say, well, you're shooting in black and white, Colin. No, I'm not. I'm shooting in monochrome. And the monochrome is one colour going through black and white, and the colour going through it is red. So if a red light behind, it'll make the whites pop a little bit more. Fred Perry tonight. Fred Perry won the Wimbledon men's final 3 years in a row, from 1934 to 1936. And then in the 70s, punk happened, and skinhead. And the skinheads adopted Fred Perry clothing, and it became boot boy skinhead fashion. I like it. But skinhead was not, at the start was skinhead music. It was like ska skinhead. And ska was when the West Indians came to Britain to work, they brought reggae with them, and then that developed into ska, and then the white kids took some of that, and that turned into skinhead. And then skinhead became associated with violence and Doc Marten boots. And Doc Marten boots before that, like the boots that the skinheads used to wear, Dr. Martens were made for spastics kids that had to wear calipers or braces on their legs, would wear Dr. Marten boots. And then the skinheads took that as well. And that's what happened. It took a long time for it to come back around again. I see now Dr. Marten boots, everyone's wearing them, but at one stage when I was a kid, you wouldn't get in anywhere. The people would look at you funny if you were wearing Dr. Marten boots, or if you had a skinhead, or if you wore Fred Perry. But now no one gives a bollocks. It's the way it should be. As you can see, the town is empty. Reminds me of when the first time, actually when I went to Dakar in Senegal first with the Doc Jules, and everybody told us where to go and where not to go. And everybody said the same thing: don't go out at night, don't go out at night, the bandits will get you. The bandits are out. And we're like, what? Yeah, night time the bandits come out, they'll just get you. So we kind of took the advice, and then one night we just said, fuck it, come on, we'll go out and find these bandits. And there weren't any. There was no bandits. Everyone told the same story, and then they all started to believe this fiction that there was bandits. But no one ever went out to check, and there was none. That's what all this shit reminds me of. People are driving their cars with masks on. People are walking around town with masks on. People are queuing up with masks on. But it's summer. Flu season's in October, lads. Not now. Not now. I don't know what's going to happen. But I tell you what is going to happen. This place can't go on like this for much longer. And I know that they're talking Ryanair and all the flights open back on the 1st of July. 40% of all flights, 1st of July. Britain has this thing at the moment where if you go on holidays and come back, you have to be quarantined for 2 weeks, 14 days. And they're doing 100 random checks to houses a day. And if you get caught, you're Fuchsville. And they're trying to set up a thing where certain countries you don't have to do this. Ireland, you're not going to have to do it. The ferries start on July 10th. The ones to France, and then there's the ones to Bilbao. It used to be Santander, now it's Rosslare to Bilbao. That's on the 10th of July. But here's my guess. Here's my 2 cents worth. If I was off work for 3 months, I don't think I'd be going on holidays. I think I'd be getting back to work to pay back all the debts that I owe. I'm not a mathematician or a that's what I see. I see this being a wash this year. Having said that, when I got here first 10 years ago, this place used to be dead until second 2 weeks in July and 4 weeks in August. And it was a 6-week season. Then it started getting longer and longer and longer. And then it started going from April all the way to like November. So it was like this years ago, but it get busy. But the only tourists that are going to come this year would be people from Portugal, Lisbonites. And they're notoriously tight. The supermarkets will do well. The restaurants won't. They'll come in and sit down and have a coffee and fucking take up a whole table. And with the 50% lark on the restaurants now, big groups, you'll find it hard to facilitate. Plus, it doesn't work. You're already breaking your bollocks to try and make a few quid for a few months a year, and you need it rammed. And it ain't rammed. It's going under. So that's without being a negative person. I'm just being a realistic person. I just don't. This doesn't work. That's it. This doesn't work. So, what do? You just keep training. Get ready. Stay ready. The negative DMs are starting. I thought everybody was going to be kumbaya after this and all. Everyone comes back together again and spreading the love. But the cunts didn't go away. The ones with the 0 posts and the fake picture are DMing me. When did the PM go to DM? I missed that one. Anyway, getting messages from cunts. Also getting messages from nice people. But you gotta know what it is and understand it's just negative. And if you put out negative, you get back negative. If you thought negative, that's the other thing I'm understanding lately is the power of words. Before I would have gone with my good friend White Roger, who used to say, it's just words. But it's not. It's not just words. Because the more you say certain words, the more they affect you. The more you write things down, the more they affect you. And if you always write negative, if you always say negative, you'll start to make negative and attract negative. I'm writing a book. That's down to Joe Howie. Joe Howie's been at me for a long time now. I'd say guts of a year. Write your book. Write your book. Write your book. Do a page a day. Write your book. And I've tried a few times and I just couldn't get going. But now I'm going to do 1 page a day. Actually, I've got to do it now in a minute because I didn't get a chance this morning. And I'm just going to write. And it doesn't matter where you start, what part of the timeline. Start anywhere, just write something. And I found, like this one today, I was writing about the child of the year. I already told that story. But even in the writing, I found memories that I haven't thought about since the night. And it's brilliant. And it makes you realise what you've done and where you've come from and how far you've been. And then I had another epiphany, which was, I've changed. And I always say, I haven't changed. I'm the same as I was when I was a kid. That's probably because I don't like change. But then again, I do like change. I like to go back to a place that's exactly the same way I left it. If you know what I mean. You go on holidays and you go back and everything's completely different and but you expect it always to be the same, but it's never. But I've realised that I have changed over the years. And that's just down to experiences and doing different things. But I think I've changed for the better. And if I haven't, I'm doing something fucking wrong. Fucking hell. I've made a couple of other videos, but I just haven't put them out yet. But I will. I'll do an updated one of the town as it gets to July, if I'm still here, and then get a feel of it. I know people are nervous about travelling and nervous about going places, but for fuck's sake, lads, just get on a plane and have a good time, do you know what I mean? Don't believe the hype. Also, I ordered some wacky clothes. I'm going to start dressing a bit more flamboyantly. That's going to be a new big part. I'm going to start wearing like outrageous colours and stuff. Outrageous patterns. Because someone said to me, it wasn't the first person, actually Tim from Australia, who works for Paradigm, he sent me a message there a while back, and he said, I was watching this film the other day, The Gentleman, and Colin Farrell's in it, and he looks exactly like you. It's exactly like you. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? So I looked it up. I couldn't see it, to be honest with you. But he's got this wacky sense of style, and I kind of liked it. And I just thought, you know what? I need to find somewhere that makes that kind of shit, because it's only for the movie that these kind of wacky tracksuits, and that's one thing you don't see me do. I never wear like the tops with the bottoms. I always wear like either or. Where I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go wacky now. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm after. I've ordered something the other day, and I think it's here tomorrow. So it'll be in the next ensemble, and then I'll be always on a few other things. But the thing about them is, because they're so wacky, you can't really wear them all the time. You know, you got to have a few of them that you can mix and match with. So that's the plan. I was able to do good lifting the other day. I did clean and jerk 50 kilos, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for what I've been working with, it's not the power, it's the technique and the lack of range I have or had in the hips, or the lack of range I had in the shoulder, or the lack of range I had in the wrists. I've got better through time and through great coaching. And I'm going to put 80 kilos over my head by August. By the end of the summer, I'm going to have 80 kilos over my head. And I'm working hard on it. So that's where I'm at training-wise. The bike, I'm going to go out on the bike tomorrow. I'm going to go for a long spin. Haven't been on one. And everything is good. Life is beautiful. You know, you only get one shot at it, so don't let it pass you by. Snap it up, double down, all in. That was the one big take I've said to myself. That's my mantra this year: double down, double down. And it just means if you're doing something good that's working for you, double down on it. And I've doubled down on my diet, I've doubled down on my training, I've doubled down on my mentality, I've doubled down on trying to improve myself. I'm just doubling down on all aspects of me, because I've realised life is short, and I've 26 years left. That's all I've got. Some things you just know. And I know I've got 26 years. And in those 26 years I can live them in 2, or I can live them in 700. Depends how much I get in. So I'm looking to cram as much into that 26 years as possible, and when I'm done, it'll be a good day to die. So that's it for today. I waffle on about, I don't know what I waffle on about, but anyway, that is it. There is no more for today. So till the next one, we are all one. Hare Krishna, Namaste, #Rafter.
It must be nice to disappear, to have a vanishing act, to always be looking forward and never looking back. How nice it is to disappear, float into a mist with a young lady